The First World War ended in 1918. It had shown the world the power of aircraft, but aeroplanes were still small and unreliable. Many people believed that the future of flight was in airships. These giants of the sky offered something aeroplanes could not: comfort, range, and the ability to cross oceans in luxury. Airships, unlike aeroplanes, used lighter-than-air gases like hydrogen to stay aloft. This allowed them to be built to enormous sizes. They could carry passengers in comfortable cabins, offering dining rooms, promenades, and even smoking lounges. The dream was to connect the far corners of the British Empire through these aerial liners. After the war, airship technology advanced rapidly. Engineers experimented with new designs, stronger materials, and more powerful engines. Germany, restricted by the Treaty of Versailles from developing large aeroplanes, turned its attention to airships. The Graf Zeppelin, a masterpiece of German engineering, circumnavigated the globe in 1929, demonstrating the potential of these airships for long-distance travel. In Britain, two competing airship designs emerged: the R100 and the R101. The R100, built by a private company, represented a more conservative approach to airship construction. The R101, on the other hand, was a government project. It incorporated radical new technologies and was intended to be the flagship of the British Empire's airship fleet. The R101 was a colossal airship, even by the standards of the day. At over 700 feet long, it was one of the largest flying machines ever built. It could carry over 100 people and had a range of thousands of miles. The R101 was designed to operate between Britain and its far-flung colonies in India and Australia. The R101's designers faced numerous challenges. The airship's size and weight created enormous structural stresses. To save weight, the designers used an experimental new material for the gas bags that held the hydrogen. This material, however, proved to be less durable than expected. The development of the R101 was plagued by delays and setbacks. The government, eager to showcase British engineering prowess, put immense pressure on the designers to complete the airship. This pressure led to compromises in the design and testing phases. Despite these concerns, the R101 was eventually deemed ready for its maiden voyage to India. The flight was planned for October 1930, a time of year known for unpredictable weather conditions. However, the government, eager to see the airship in the air, pressed ahead with the launch. On the evening of October 4, 1930, the R101 took off from its base near London. The airship was laden with fuel for the long journey to India. On board were government officials, engineers, crew members, and journalists, all eager to be part of this historic flight. The weather conditions were poor, with strong winds and rain. However, the captain, confident in the R101's abilities, decided to proceed with the flight. As the airship flew over England, it encountered increasingly turbulent air. In the early hours of the 5th of October, the R101 was approaching the French coast near Beauvais. The weather had worsened and the airship was being buffeted by strong winds. Suddenly, the R101 began to lose altitude rapidly. The exact cause of the crash is still debated. It is believed that a combination of factors, including the bad weather, the R101's inherent design flaws, and possible pilot error, contributed to the disaster. The airship, struggling to stay aloft, clipped a hillside and crashed into a field. The impact of the crash was catastrophic. The R101's hydrogen gas bags ruptured, igniting a massive fire. The flames engulfed the airship, killing all but 6 of the 54 people on board. The wreckage of the once mighty airship lay smouldering in the French countryside. News of the disaster spread quickly, sending shockwaves around the world. The R101, once a symbol of British technological prowess, had become a symbol of tragedy and hubris. Britain was plunged into mourning. The loss of life was immense and the circumstances of the crash were particularly horrifying. The disaster had claimed the lives of prominent politicians, engineers, and pioneers of aviation. The nation struggled to come to terms with the scale of the tragedy. The crash of the R101 had a profound impact on public opinion about airships. What was once seen as the future of air travel was now viewed with fear and suspicion. The disaster tarnished the reputation of airships, making it difficult for proponents of the technology to regain public trust. The R101 disaster effectively marked the end of the airship era. The British government, reeling from the disaster, immediately scrapped the R100, its sister airship. Other countries, witnessing the tragic fate of the R101, scaled back their own airship programs. The dream of luxurious airships connecting the world had been shattered. The focus of aviation shifted to the aeroplane, which, despite its limitations, offered greater reliability and safety. The R101 disaster served as a stark reminder of the risks inherent in pushing the boundaries of technology and the importance of careful design, testing, and risk assessment. The wreckage of the R101 was cleared away, and a memorial was erected near the crash site. Today, the R101 disaster serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the human cost of technological ambition and the importance of learning from past mistakes.